starring you and me. The hero is struggling to say that his lady is far away.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a very welcome to the President of the United States, Barack Obama.
Who is Barack Obama? A man with a political baptism performed at warp speed. Vast ambition. After college, he moved to Chicago, became a community organizer. There, Obama met Madeline Talbot, part of the Chicago branch of Acorn. He was so impressive that he was asked to train the Acorn staff. What did Acorn in Chicago engage in? Bullying banks, intimidation tactics, disruption of business. Acorn forced banks to issue risky home loans, the same types of loans that caused the financial crisis we're in today. Obama's ties to Acorn run long and deep. He taught classes for Acorn. They even endorsed him for president. And the Obama campaign paid more than $800,000 to an Acorn front for get-out-the-vote efforts, pressuring banks to issue risky loans. Nationwide voter fraud.
That was my relationship and is my relationship to Acorn. There is an Acorn organization in Chicago. Yeah, they've been active. As an elected official, I've had interactions with them.
Visitor on the list is Andy Stern, the president of the Service Employees International Union with 22 visits.
We have offices now in Australia and in Switzerland, in London, in South America and Africa. We've been working with unions around the world, and what we're working towards is building a global organization, because workers of the world unite. It's not just a slogan anymore, it's a way we're going to have to do our work. We're trying to use the power of persuasion. And if that doesn't work, we're going to use the persuasion of power, because there are governments and there are opportunities to change laws that affect these companies. I'm not naive.
I talked to Andy Stern and SEIU members before immigration debates took place in Washington. I talked with Alcia Medina and SEIU members. Before the EFCA, I talked to SEIU. So we've worked together over these last few years, and I'm proud of what we've done. I'm just not satisfied, because I know how much more we could accomplish as partners in an Obama administration. Just imagine what we could do together. Just imagine what we could do together. Imagine having a president whose life work was your work.
And apparently the concern was that they were intimidating people who were trying to go inside to vote. A Republican poll observer actually called the police. But that person who called the police is here. Why don't you tell us what you're suggesting was going on here?
Well, as I walked up to the door, we got a phone call that there was intimidation going on. And so as I walked up to the door, two gentlemen in Black Panther garb, one of them brandishing a nightstick, standing immediately in front of the door. As I walked up, they closed ranks next to each other. I'm an Army veteran. That doesn't scare me. So I walked directly in between them, went inside and found the poll watchers. They said they've been here for about an hour, and they told us not to come outside because a black man is going to win this election no matter what.
There's a pattern of behavior of refusing to enforce the laws in a racially neutral manner, ignoring the voter intimidation in Pima County, Arizona, ignoring voter intimidation in Philadelphia. The Ike Brown case, where attorneys in the department were harassed. So we've got sworn testimony.
First, the people in the Black Panther case did not admit the guilt. They did not appear, and a default judgment was entered against them. And I just want to assure again the American people that the allegations that somehow, some way, this Justice Department does things on the basis of race.
I hate white people. All of them. Every last iota of a cracker, I hate it. You want freedom? You're going to have to kill some crackers. You're going to have to kill some of their babies.
Gas prices hit a new record high, and the Energy Department says you can expect $4 gas through the rest of this year and into next year.
So could these high prices help us?
I think that I would have preferred a gradual adjustment.
Under my plan,
of a cap and trade system, electricity rates would necessarily skyrocket. Because I'm capping greenhouse gases, coal-powered plants, natural gas, you name it, whatever the plants were, whatever the industry was, they would have to retrofit their operations. That will cost money. They will pass that money on to consumers. I've spoken here last. Lots of ups, lots of downs, except for my approval ratings, which have just gone down. Besides, I happen to know that my approval ratings are still very high in the country of my birth.
When we took our trip to Africa and visited his home country in Kenya, Barack has led by example.
After spending more than 2 years in office deflecting questions surrounding his correct birth date and his correct birthplace, Obama officially, in front of cameras, missed his own birthday. On Friday, July 15th, he announced that his birthday was, quote, next week. Actually, according to the document that he released in April and claimed to be his official birth certificate, his birthday would not be for another 3 weeks, on August the 4th. The president's apparent error got practically no coverage from major media. But this is not the first time that Obama has had birthday-related issues. As WorldNet Daily reported last August, Obama's age on his official MySpace page has been fluctuating erratically.
People like myself, if I'm going to be turning 50 in a week, so I'm starting to think a little bit more about Medicare eligibility. Oh goodness! Sorry about that, guys.
What they'll say is, well, it costs too much money. But you know what? It would cost about the same as what we would spend over the course of 10 years. It would cost what it would cost us. All right. Okay. We're going to. It would cost us about the same as it would cost for about, hold on one second, I can't hear myself.